I hope to one day be as good as my hero, ASFJerome. He is the best PvPer ever. We're gonna have to go a Betty kit. Now, we can't get Betty, but that's okay because we can go a class that gives us the Betty. Techno, cover my butt. I suck. That doesn't sound nice. No, ASF Jerome. ASF Jerome will chop you with Betty. You can't fight the ASF Jerome. He is the best PvPer in the game. He will kick your ass, and if even if you have hacks, it's okay because he has Bajan Canadian, and Bajan Canadian he will help kill the hacker, but he's just there as cannon fodder so the hacker can kill Bajan Canadian, and then ASF Jerome can kill the hacker because ASF Jerome is the best. Bajan Canadian is I want to say the third best PvPer in the world. Not as good as Sky's Minecraft, admittedly, but ASF Jerome is hands down the best. He cannot be stopped with Betty. And he's also super good because Betty, a diamond axe, is worse than the wood swords that most of the people he fights has, so he's using a large handicap and winning anyways. So as you can tell, he's really good. But let's be honest, it's not a handicap because he can chop with the Betty and then he instantly wins because no one can handle the Betty. Betty. Chop. That's a power move. Chop. Let's go chop more people. Chop. 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 Power moves. Chop. Get chopped. Chop. They never stood a chance against my chops. Now, this is not as good as Betty, but that's just because I'm not as good as ASF Jerome, because he is the best PvPer ever. I know those people like Stimpy and Huawei think they're good, but if they were so good at PvP, how come ASF Jerome has the most subs, huh? Because he's the best. He is the best, and Sky's Minecraft and Bajan Canadian have subs because they're the best. Anyone who thinks otherwise is just being a hater because they got killed by the chop. 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 Alright, we don't have any raw fish in our inventory, and that's good because those are gross. We have to throw those away immediately. Chop. Get chopped, idiot. Chop combo. Get wrecked. Easy peasy, uninstall the game, get chopped. You'll never be as good as ASF Jerome, kiddo. I dream of one day. We're gonna have to go for the power moves. Power moves, go. Power moves. Power move. Power move. Power move. Oh my god! Power moves! I'm so good! Subscribe for more chops, and one day I'll be as good as AFS Jerome. Thanks.